To an outsider, the Tamire is a lethal wasteland of granite and ice. To the Uigan, it is a fair land that provides everything a warrior needs, provided they have the stomach to take it. Welcome to another DragonLance Saga episode. My name is Adam, and today we're headed to the far north of Taladas to look at the Uigan, the undisputed masters of the Tamire Steppes. I'd like to take a moment and thank the DL Saga members and Patreon patrons, and invite you to consider becoming a member or patron. You can even pick up Dragonlance Media or get $10 by signing up to start playing .games using my affiliate links. I'm referencing the Time of the Dragon box set for this information. If I leave anything out or misspeak, please leave a comment below. If you've spent your time in Ansalon, the plainsmen of the East might seem familiar, but the Uigan are a completely different breed of nomad. They inhabit the Tamire, a name that, ironically, means fair land in their tongue. But it is a landscape defined by brutal geological extremes. The region rests atop a massive granite shield that the Cataclysm thrust upward, creating a jagged coastline of sheer cliffs and very few safe harbors. We're talking about a place where summer hits 100 degrees Fahrenheit and winter drops to negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit. It is a land dominated by the Big and Little Ilquar Mountains. These ranges act as the lungs of the Tamire. They catch the moisture that the plains miss, fostering thick forests of pine and hardwood. This is the only place the Uigan can find wood for their iconic carts and yurt frames, making the mountains the most contested territory on the shield. Between these peaks lies the Tamogior, the land for passing through, which serves as the great crossroads for nomadic parley, ritual, and the strictly patrolled trade routes that connect the interior to the coastal Minotaur cities. Physically, the Uigan are a slender, weathered people, built for the endurance required for a life in the saddle. They mark their status with blue-black tattoos on their cheekbones and foreheads, applied during the rite of manhood. Their hair is a cultural roadmap. Warriors wear a single silver-bound braid on the left, priests shave their heads entirely, and wizards wear theirs long and loose. Every Uigan from child to elder carries an arrow knife. To give up that knife isn't just the loss of a tool, it's the ultimate act of surrender, a sign that you have no more path left to walk. Their diet is as lean as their physique, consisting of mare's milk, often fermented into a potent sour drink called kumis, and strips of dried meat softened under the saddle during a long day's ride. Uigan society is a fascinating balance of power between roughly 130 family clans. While the men handle the external world of war and negotiation, the first wife is the absolute ruler of their yurt and the herds. She manages the foaling of the horses and the distribution of wealth. Their marriage customs are unique and serve as the glue for the entire tribe. It involves a ritual kidnapping of the bride, after which the groom leaves his family to live with his in-laws. Legally, his father-in-law becomes his new father, and he fits into the hierarchy as a son in the birth position his wife occupied. This creates a massive interlocking web of alliances, ensuring that every marriage acts as a bridge between two potentially feuding camps, preventing the tribe from fracturing into 1,000 pieces. Religion here is in a state of absolute turmoil. The priestesses of Uigan and the priests of Ku'uan spent 3 centuries faking their powers through ritual and cunning to keep the tribes unified during the Age of Despair. They used secret names for horses and copper knuckle bones for omens to maintain their status. But now, the true gods have returned to Taladas. This has created a terrifying social schism. Some priests suddenly have the real power to heal or bless, while the veteran imposters, who cannot manifest miracles, are being executed by their own chieftains for their perceived betrayal. A family served by a true priest gains instant political leverage over their rivals, turning divine grace into a deadly weapon of prestige. Then you have the priests of Misloxa. They're a secret society of wandering healers in patched brown robes. They renounce all family ties, the greatest sacrifice an Uigan can make, and travel in anonymity. They lead entirely by deeds, never preaching or revealing their faith through words. In a culture obsessed with lineage, they are the clanless ghosts of the steppes. They rely on the sacred tradition of hospitality to enter a camp, and once inside, they wait for the sick to entreat them for aid. If you mistreat a Mislaxan, the priesthood blacklists your entire family from healing. In the harsh Tamire, being cut off from Mislaxa's mercy usually results in the offending Tegan being forcibly replaced or killed by his own people to regain the goddess's favor. Finally, we have the wizards. In Uigan culture, wizards are treated with deferential isolation. They live in their own yurts, and while the tribe provides for all their needs, food, silk, and horses, they are subject to strict taboos. A normal Uigan won't eat with a wizard, sleep in their tent, or even buy a horse from them. They are feared and isolated, existing as useful renegades who sit outside the laws of robed orders of high sorcery. This isolation isn't seen as a punishment by the wizards, but as a recognition of their power. By keeping the wizards separate, the tribe ensures they don't accidentally offend the forces of sorcery in their daily lives. Justice on the steppes is equally direct. A Tegan judges his own people, but if a dispute involves two families, they must find a third, neutral Tegan, to act as a judge. The conditions for this are incredibly specific. The judge must be of equal or higher standing than both parties and have zero blood or debt obligations to either. More often than not, this means the great Boila himself must settle the matter. The goal isn't necessarily abstract truth, but clan unity. If a settlement is refused, the law allows for a legal raid. The injured party can descend into the camp with total savagery to reclaim their property or honor, and the victims have no right to complain to the tribe. In the Tamire, you aren't just responsible for your own actions, you're responsible for the honor of your entire tent, and one mistake by a cousin can bring the wrath of 1,000 riders to your door. But that is all the time I have to talk about the horse lords of the Tamire. What do you think of the Uigan unique marriage laws or their taboo treatments of wizards? Would you play a Mislaxan priest wandering the granite shield, or does the life of a Uigan bowman sound more your style? Leave a comment below. I would like to invite you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, ring the bell to get notified about upcoming videos, and click the like button. It all goes to help other Dragonlance fans learn about this channel and its content. Thank you for watching. This has been Adam with DragonLance Saga, and until next time, remember, me say 2 minutes. It kill him in 2 minutes. You make bet?